Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Ember. If you're new here, go ahead and hit subscribe. Today I have a story time to tell you guys. You're gonna find out that karma is real. So to give you guys a bit of a backstory, this takes place in 2nd grade, I believe. At the time, me and my mom lived with my aunt and my grandma. We lived in the basement part of their house. To get from the basement to the main part of the house was not like normal basements, I guess. It wasn't like a long flight of stairs. It was just about maybe 4 or 5 stairs to get down into the basement. This was on a school day, and I remember waking up, and I think I used the excuse I don't feel good to get out of school. I don't know the reason why I didn't want to go to school. I had / still have horrible social anxiety, especially when it comes to school. So I'm thinking the reason I was trying to stay out had something to do with that. However, I've always been one to not want to pull the I'm sick card when I'm not, for fear of actually getting sick. But for whatever reason, this day I convinced my mom that I did not feel good enough to go to school. So she let me stay home. My aunt was at work, my mom was off work that day, and my grandma was home. Basically, I remember going upstairs, and my mom knew that I wasn't actually sick. I guess I didn't realize that she didn't know. So I went upstairs, and my grandma was sitting in the living room, and I remember talking to her, and she knew that I wasn't really sick. And she said that she was taking my little cousins to the park later if I wanted to come, if I was feeling better. So of course my plan is to go downstairs to where my mom is, act like I'm feeling better so I can go to the park because I really wasn't sick. So all I remember is I was doing some kind of dance. I don't know what I was doing, but I was kind of spinning around or something. Right as I was about to take my step to go down into the basement, my socks got slippery on the floor, slipped out from underneath me, and I go boom, 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 flat on my back down the stairs. It was not a lot of stairs, like I said before, it was like 4 or 5, but I was a small little kid. To fall down each of those stairs on your back was not a good feeling. As I was going down, it knocked the breath out of me. My mom had seen me fall from where she was downstairs, and all I remember is laying on the floor gasping for air, and I couldn't breathe, and I must have had the most panicked look on my face because she ran over to me. She was freaking out. She helped me get upstairs, and I started feeling very sick, like I was gonna throw up. Nothing would come out whenever I tried though, so she laid me down on the couch in the living room, and because I was still having a hard time catching my breath, she was freaking out, my grandma was freaking out, and they called 911. 911 told me to, like, be still, don't move your neck, like, just in case anything was broken, they didn't know. I just remember laying there on the couch, trying hard to breathe, trying hard not to throw up, because that would have freaked me out even more. After a while, the ambulance arrived, the paramedics came in. They put a neck brace on me, which was terrifying to me, because in a way, I felt like it kind of constricted my breathing just because it was so, I don't know, big on my neck, I guess. Then they put me on, what's it called, a stretcher? Is that what? They put me onto a stretcher and carried me out into the ambulance. It was terrifying. I didn't know if my neck was broken, if my back was broken. I just knew I was in a lot of pain and I was scared. We arrived at the hospital. I did some x-rays. I just remember waiting for the results of the x-rays forever. While I was waiting, I really had to pee, but I wasn't allowed to move until the x-rays got back, just in case anything was broken. They didn't want me walking around, sitting down, so all I could do was lay there. And that is the first time I had to pee in a bedpan. After the x-rays came back, they said I was all clear and that nothing was wrong. They let me get up, I was allowed to walk. They let me leave, and that was that. A couple hours after we left the hospital, they actually called back and told us that they misread my x-rays and that I had fractured my back. That was not fun. I wasn't allowed to do pretty much anything. I couldn't jump, I couldn't swing, I couldn't do anything besides walking and sitting. The moral of this story is, do not lie to your parents just to stay home from school and pretend like you're sick, but then really try and go to the park with your grandma, because karma is real and sometimes it will happen instantly like it did with me. And you never know, you just might fall down the stairs and fracture your back too. That was all for this story. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, Check out my other videos. I have some pretty mediocre ones. I don't know, I'm sure you can find the one that you like. Subscribe for more story times, more me, because that's exactly what you want to see, right? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!